Alright guys, so here we are once again with another F1 2015 last to first challenge video. If you're not too familiar with this little series here, what I do is when it comes to a Grand Prix weekend, for example Canada is this weekend, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a driver on the 2015 grid and I'm going to try and start from last place and try and win the race from there. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make this one a little bit more of a challenge. Sergio Perez got a really good podium in Monaco in the last round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive as Sergio. So this should be much tougher than the other last to first challenge videos I've done. I normally go for drivers within Williams, Ferrari, Red Bull or Mercedes. And today we're breaking the trend and we're going to go with Force India.
We're nearly ready for the start of today's race, but in the meantime...
Oh my goodness me. I start from last place. I'm only 4 places behind my teammate. That's an indication of how bad this car is. It's going to be an interesting Grand Prix, to say the least. Although, I did do qualifying just as like a warm-up because I haven't been on F1 2015 that regularly, like in the last couple months. So, thought I'd give myself a bit of a warm-up. And I ended up doing like a low 14, which was like on pole provisionally, up until the point that I restarted the session and carried on to the race. So, the pace is there. It's just going to be a case of whether we can get through the field and just like not getting held up by traffic. That's usually how these kind of challenges usually go. If you have any predictions for the Grand Prix this weekend, let me know down in the comments down below. As it stands right now, as I'm recording this, absolutely nothing has happened yet. This is Friday morning for me, so I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting to see where Red Bull and also Ferrari on the pecking list at a more conventional racetrack. But 5 red lights and away we go for this Canadian Grand Prix. It's been an okay start, to be honest. I didn't feel too much wheel spin. Coming into turn 1, we'll try and overtake the back markers. It's going to be crucial for us to get near the top 10 by the end of this first lap. So we'll see how we go. We are starting on the prime tyres, so going to get the slow tyre out of the way while we're heavy in traffic. And then use the pace of the super soft tyre to try and overtake those teams that are a little bit quicker. What is going on here? These cars are going very slow on this opening lap. Cheeky. Bit of contact there with Jensen. And he doesn't have the straight line speed to match us there. Up the inside of Carlos Sainz. Sainz, however you want to pronounce it. We're into P12. Nice little train here, and Maldonado is at the head of it. There might be another Sauber as well, who's in front of Maldonado, so he's holding up these guys. An absolute treat here. To be honest, I'm not expecting to get inside the top 5. If I can get in the points, I think that would be a pretty good achievement. Although, we're only 2 spots away now, so who knows? Oh my goodness me, that's a slide and a half. Ericsson's slowing up Grosjean, who in consequence slows up Kvyat and gives us the run that we need. Is this hard difficulty? I'm not too sure. I think I asked the same question after the Monaco last the first challenge, but I don't know. We'll see. Once the gaps start to emerge and everyone gets clean air, we should see the pace of the AI really come through. Slipstream of Ericsson. We go to the right-hand side, which turns to the outside for the first left-hander. And we move up into P9. Almost forgot my lefts from rights there, which is a little bit embarrassing. It's Ricciardo who is in front of Maldonado. And I'm still side by side with Ericsson. Now we've cleared him. Ignore that. If we look on the replay, this is us going side by side with Ericsson. He did really well to hang in there, to be honest. I want to find a third-person camera. We'll go on board with Ericsson, why not? You'll see us get tangled up on the curb. I think we, like, put a tyre on the grass. Yeah, that's a bit of a corner cut. And then we just put on the power too early. This Force India doesn't have the best mechanical grip in the world. Certainly less mechanical grip than what I'm used to. And we lost our main plane there of our front wing. We're going to take it back because this is just a one-off video. We'll just... oh, bloody hell. Sorry. We'll just carry on for the sake of a video. If this was career mode or something like that, then I don't normally restart, do anything like that, because I like to keep the realism still there. Hamilton bangs in a 14-0, so already that's faster than qualifying. Nice race pace, everyone. Oh my goodness me, this Force India slides around like nothing else. So with that 14th lap from Hamilton, I think that's almost confirmation for me that this is the hardest difficulty. I think it was just a case of all the AI on the first couple laps just getting held up by each other. That's why they were really quite slow. Slipstream on Maldonado. We're going to go to the right-hand side once again, around the outside. And yes, we've got him, only just. Oh, bloody hell, guys. If you are a Forza player and you're fairly new to the F1 games and you want to try out a drift car, I think the Force India is the one for you. Like, honestly, this car slides around so much, it would even be worth, for a video, possibly chucking on 11.1 front wings, try and make this thing unstable as hell, and just take it drifting, just see what it can do. I genuinely think that it's a I genuinely think it's a possibility. Interesting. Cars are in the pits. Sebastian Vettel, Felipe Massa, and that's all that we can see from the replay. We're on a set of primes at the moment. I'm tempted to come in on this lap, but I feel like for the sake of the tyre life on the options, on the incoming sets, I'm going to stay at one more lap. Oh, bloody hell, those curbs. Tyres. We will go onto the options. And I ran out of time to go into lean mix, but that's okay. I really don't think saving fuel in the pit lane helps all too much, to be honest, because the speeds are so low. And I was actually getting ready to press some buttons on my wheel so that I could have a good pit stop. But I've not had a good pit stop because we got held up by, who was it? Maldonado or Ricciardo? Either way, it's not been great. There's a yellow flag as we rejoin on the track. Who has had an accident? It's one of these cars up ahead. I think it's my teammate. It's my teammate and Ricciardo. What the hell is going on here, lads? No. Piss off. Piss off, gang. No, I'm not. No. They were having their own set of incidents, and, you know, it's fair to say that in that situation... Fuck off, engineer.
Conduct through the yellow flag zone. They've given you a 5-second penalty.
When those two are, like, facing a barrier and tangled up with each other, and there's a yellow flag, I think it's safe to say that I can't overtake. Charlie Whiting, you're kidding yourself. I don't know. In the comments, was that unfair? They were going so much slower than I was. It looks like neither of them had front wings anyway, because I think they just pulled into the pits on the previous lap. So, even more evidence for my argument here. More yellow flags. Oh, I think, wow, we just timed that perfectly. It went green flag at the perfect moment for us to overtake, and then it switched straight back to yellow flags. Anyway, enough about that. F1 2015 is just really, really bad for the yellow flag cautions. I can't believe that was never patched. And when it comes to online, it's even worse. There was a car who was still going really, really slowly up ahead. I have a feeling that was Ricciardo still, who only did, like, the length of a straight in the time that I did an entire lap. And Rosberg has dropped down to P6. What's going on there? Oh, no. Oh, no! Oh, no. Rosberg. I mean, when you have a damaged front wing, you don't drive on the racing line, Nico. We saw in real life, actually, Kimi Räikkönen got a reprimand or something like that for bad driving conduct, some kind of penalty or something like that, when he had his front wing damage and he's going through the middle sector of Monaco, and he caused, I think, a Haas driver to not crash, but like get held up heavily and got stuck behind him. So yeah, Nico, that's not what you should be doing, pal. That's really annoying too, because I lost 4 seconds on that lap, and Bottas is only 7 seconds up the road, so I would have been a slight chance of actually catching him there. Grosjean goes a lap down. He is not going to be happy about that. Someone's just pulled into the pit lane. We'll see. Wow. Wow, Raikkonen is doing a 2-stop at Canada. Unbelievable scenes. We move now into the top 5. I was not expecting this. So, I know we're not going to win the race, but to get in the top 5 in a Force India, after starting from the back, I will take that. Actually, it's not 100% certain yet. Raikkonen is the car directly behind me, and we have a bit of a penalty hanging over our heads. But to be honest, in my opinion, I felt like that penalty was unjust. So if we can finish in P5 on track, then I'd take that as well. Okay, last lap now. We've got 10% of our overall fuel remaining. Raikkonen is closing. It's all coming together on this last lap here. I think we should be fine on fuel. Tyre wear is also becoming a bit of a factor. I've not been easy on the rear tyres. I think that's down to me just not being used to this game. I haven't been modulating the throttle as well as I normally do if I was, you know, regularly playing F1 2015. But overall, I think we should be able to bring it home in P5 here. Here we go, final chicane. And we're going to come up to the line and finish in P5. Lewis Hamilton wins, and Raikkonen was about 4 odd seconds back. We dropped to P6 just as we crossed the line there. So I'm guessing with whatever penalty we had, it's pushed us back behind Raikkonen. And there you go, driving as Sergio Perez, starting from last place, trying to do the last to first challenge. It would have been a mighty effort for us to even get on the podium, let alone win this race. But nonetheless, I think it's been a pretty enjoyable video either way. Nico Hulkenberg, after starting in P16 as well, he did very well to get inside the top 10 and even finish in position 8 with the kind of contact that he had with Daniel Ricciardo there. So that's been this video for today. Leave a like if you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And by the time we get to the next Grand Prix, it is going to be Baku, so it's going to be impossible for me to make a video like this on that track. But by the time we get to a track that is on F1 2015, let me know what driver I should drive as in the next one. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until my next video, guys, I'll see you next time.